Welcome back, everybody. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wasteland 2. Where we left off last time, we had arrived at Rail Nomad. We're now looking for Chief Topekababa. I don't remember his name very well, even though I just heard it literally seconds ago. I don't know. The Chief. We need to find Big Chief, Beef Jerky. I'll lock an alarm in a trap again. Like the other side, that alarm is hard and we're not going to get in there very easily. It's a lot of bottles. Is someone having the squeezins? I always like this little bar, so it's a bar, you say. No wonder there's so many bottles. Alright, Samuel, what do you got to say? Rangers? I don't know nothing about it. What don't you know about? And yet, I don't know anything, honestly. You can ask anyone. I just peddle booze. Kind of booze. I'm a traveling snake squeezing salesman. I buy wholesale from Gornovic here and sell it all around the wastes. High Pool, Ag Center, even Ranger Citadel. Ever heard of Hellraiser? He's a ranger, right? I don't know much about him, but I did hear he was over in the Atchison camp doing some kind of investigation. Do you know a ranger named Ace? What? No, never heard of him. I don't know who what you're talking about. Have you heard what we do to liars? Alright, please don't hurt me, Rangers. Yes, I traveled with Ace. It's always nice to have a ranger for company on the road. Keeps the bad guys away, but not this time. Something was hunting him, and it attacked him. Our second night out of Rail Nomad killed him, the poor guy. Oh, I almost forgot. I grabbed his logbook before I went looking for help. Where exactly did you find Ace's log? I found it in that thing's shoulder pack, and I took it. But I was going to give it back the next time I came to Ranger Citadel. Honest. Here, take it. I don't want it. How was he killed? It was a terrible fight. That thing tore into Ace like a ripsaw. I fired a few shots at it, but it didn't pay any attention. It just kept hacking at Ace with those knives that came out of his body. Then, when Ace wasn't moving anymore, it stole his pack and his case and started to crawl off with them. Well, it couldn't walk, could it? Ace had shot one of its legs off. Didn't get far neither. After a while, all the oil bled out of it and it just lay there. Then the lights went out in its eyes and it was gone. What kind of something? I don't know what it was. It was horrible. It looked like a man, but it was made of plastic, and its eyes... Phew, I still see them when I sleep. Hang on, Echo 1. I can't let this coward go. He just watched his Ace died. Hey, no, leave me alone! This is for you, Ace. Oh my god, we're gonna execute him, aren't we? Aw, shit, he was my second best squeezes customer. Thanks a lot, Rangers. We just totally killed somebody. Ooh. Well, that wasn't the greatest turn of events in the world. Paunchy, red-faced, and ferociously bearded, the bartender looks like an old, overgrown dwarf from some pulp fantasy novel, except for the little black cap with the red star he wears perched on top of his mop of gray hair. Welcome, Rangers, to the finest bar in Topekan territory. I'm always happy to supply libations for the storied and heroic paladins of the desert. We are proud to pour the finest squeezins known to man, and for Rangers, at the finest price known to man. How do you feel about the Desert Rangers? I always welcome my establishment, provided they don't get no thirst for killing, as there's a body cooling 7 or 8 feet to our right. How do you feel about being a Topekan? Folks say Rail Nomad is divided between the Topekans and the Atchisons, but it ain't so. The Topekans run the trains and started the town. The Atchisons just work here. What do you think of the Atchisons? Used to be good customers till Kekaba kicked him out of the camp. Now Casey James and the rest of them are so mad at us, it's best to shoot them before they get close. Liable to blow themselves up elsewise. They got a camp on the outside of ours. Pathetic. Surprised it didn't dry up and blow away, and them with it. What do you think of Kekaba? He's our leader, and he's one tough hombre. Keeps the local jerks in line. I just wish he'd ease up a little on those Atchisons. Not that they ain't evil, murdering bastards, but this war is hell on trade. What do you think of Casey James? He was a good man once for an Atchison, but even then he was stubborn. Now that Kekaba's kicked him out, he's gone from stubborn to murderous. But the trains don't seem to be running. I don't know, could be triple my squeeze in sales if I could establish regular trade with my far-off customers. Now that Sammy's gone, all I got left are the hobos. It's that goddamn Casey James's fault. What kind of jerks? All the hobos and the junkies and rail thieves that live around here, always busting things up and not worth the spit it takes to curse them. You don't like the hobos? They're my best customers until they're my worst. You have a problem with the junkies? No use for those losers. They don't drink squeezins, they just snort circuit. Disgusting. What is circuit? They make it out of ground up scorpions. Poison if you ask me. Dude, that sounds like a terrible idea. Who are these rail thieves? Train robbers. Of course, now that the trains didn't run, they're just robbers. Got a hideout somewhere between us and the Atchison camp. It's them we should be fighting, not the Atchisons, if you want my opinion. What's standing in the way of trade? We are. Until the Topekans stop fighting, them Atchisons will never get that train running, and that'll never happen because Kekaba and old Casey James are too stubborn to compromise. They both blame each other for the wreck, and they both claim the Golden Spike is theirs by right. What is so special about the Golden Spike? The Golden Spike is the honor of our tribe, given to us by John Henry himself. No matter what the Atchisons say, if we were to lose that, we wouldn't be Topekans no more. What wreck is this? Happened a few years back. Kekaba was driving the train and it crashed. Cost him his arm. He blamed the Atchisons for not maintaining the rails. They blamed us for not maintaining the brakes. That's why they stole the brake shoe too. Tell me about the brake shoe. It's the thing that makes the train stop. The Atchisons took it from us. They said they wouldn't let us run the trains until we took better care of them. Kekaba lost his arm? You didn't know? Yep, he's only got the left one now. Or was it the right? Either way, he's tougher with one than you are with two. Fair enough. Alright, let's get out of here. There's some good roleplay there. That was a glorious burst of roleplay. But then again, we just killed a potentially innocent person. Watch yourself in this place. The guy that runs it is, touchy. A sign out front of this rail car says, Holidays Armageddon Emporium. Explosive bargains. On either side of the door, 2 ancient security cameras track your every move. This is the scariest general store you've ever seen. Explosive booby traps are strung throughout the merchandise, and multiple sets of wires lead behind a concrete wall, thick bulletproof glass window. From behind the window, Mr. Holiday greets you. Dude is paranoid as hell. This man has a part in his neatly cut hair that is as straight as a ruler. His buckskins and boots are spotlessly clean, and sweat is dripping down his closely shaved cheeks. He looks about 1 second from exploding. Alright, you are here to trade. Yeah, actually I am. Sorry, shelves are a little bit empty today. Damn rail thieves jumped my supplier and made off with 3 big crates. I'll have the last laugh, though. Kekaba said he'd pay them ne'er-do-wells a visit soon, as he deals with the Atchisons. Of course, that might take a while, so... Well, you have a leather jacket, and you have some guns, and a suture kit. But really all I want is to... Why am I keeping all of this? I think this is all actually worthless. I think it's just all cosmetic junk. Not the books, though. And we'll keep the marbles just in case. That's looking a little bit better. Alright, good enough. What do you think about the Atchisons? Sore losers turned to murderers. They get what they deserve. Tell me about Kekaba. He's our chief, an honorable man and a great leader. With the power of the Golden Spike to guide him, he's sure to get the train running again. I know it. What do you know about the Golden Spike? The Topekan Totem. Because gold is the point. With it to guide us to riches and the train to take us there, we will be unstoppable. That's a weirdly written sentence. Rail thieves stole your supplies. I'll say they did, bastards. They're like roaches. For everyone you kill, 3 more come out of the shadows. Bigger threat than the Atchisons, if you ask me. Why, if someone was to kill a few of them and recover my shipment, I'd be so grateful I'd give them a discount on some of my goods. You're proud of the Topekan train. Of course, if the train is running again, I could double my selection and lower my prices. Business would go through the roof. I wish Kekaba would just finish off Casey James and be done with it. Who is Casey James? We kinda know. The leader of the Atchisons, a terrorist, plain and simple. Booby traps, everything with bombs. Can you believe it? Yeah, kinda. How do you feel about being a Topekan? Rail riders and honest traders, that's us. We built the train and we keep it running. At least we did until them Atchisons stole our brake shoe. The brake shoe is important. You don't know much about trains, do you? The brake shoe is what stops the train. I don't know why Kekaba doesn't just kill Casey James and take it back. I don't know either. We're gonna leave though. We'll leave you to your weird bomb store type thing. Alright, so that was Main Street basically. A couple houses and or shops and stuff. This looks like it might be the chief's hut. I'm guessing. It's the biggest one, so I don't see anybody in here. But there's a safe. A working tumbler, you say? Well, I'm gonna loot. Might as well take their stuff while I'm here. And we grabbed a high capacity magazine. Not that we don't have already a million of those. Did you go in there? Oh no, we don't ever go in there. Not since what? Well, I went in there, so whatever. I'm going in this one too. Is that a giant pile of guns? In the far corner, weapons are fired neatly to the ceiling. Not all of them are in great shape, but certainly there's something you could salvage. Is that a mechanical repair thing? No. Is that a... I have no idea. A trap on the crate. Oh, I should have saved before opening this one. It is a medium. Might blow up in our face. Or it could work just fine. Excellent. 5 rounds of ammo. We found a pickaxe. Some scrap. I wonder what a pickaxe does. I'll keep it. It might be useful. Who knows? And there's a safe over here. And it is a trap and a tumbler. We're gonna quick save before opening up this trap. See what happens. I could probably give critically succeeded. Excellent. I like that. Tumbler, go. It's an easy one in theory. So I'm hoping you don't fail. Alright. Some more mods, a monocle, sniper ammo, some energy stuff, and some junk. Why are they keeping spent IVs in a safe? That's just kind of unsanitary. I mean, yes, I get they live in the Wasteland, and sanitary probably isn't their whole thing, and they live in train cars to boot. But I mean, have a little pride. Throw out your IVs like normal people, like normal junkies. Just leave them somewhere, like on the street, in the gutter, for kids to play with. I'm just kidding, that probably doesn't happen. Well, I mean it does, but... A simple container used to store supplies. Engineer's note, we'll read that in a sec. A working tumbler and another trap. Another medium trap. Can I level up his trappingness? Yes. Yes, you can. Alright. Better? Better. When he levels again, we'll get him another alarm disarm. That's what I think I'm going to go with next. And a tumbler. It's a hard tumbler, which means we should probably call in the level up.
Copy, Echo 1. Echo 1, congratulations.
And we will grab another safe cracking skill. Medium is slightly better. You can do it, don't critically fail. That's all I ask. Sweet. Midnight Special, which is that handgun we had earlier, actually. I think we might actually still even have it around. Assault rifle ammo. Shotgun ammo. Another laser disc, a grip tape, some roasted scorpions. Its effects applies chasing the scorpion. I'm not 100% sure on what that means, but I'm really kind of tempted to try it now. Okay, let's read the engineer's log, and then we're going to try that drug. Engineer's note. The note reads, swing, gun, dig. Excellent. I'm going to... let's save. What's this do? What is chasing Scorpion? +2 strength and -2 awareness. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's kind of cool. I was hoping it'd be some sort of weird, like, drug bug, but no, it's just a normal thing. There's something over here. Looks like a hole for me to dig. We can dig it with all of our newfound extra strength. More sniper rounds. The story of John Henry, part 3. So there's obviously other parts that we've missed somewhere along the way. We'll go looking for them though. I'm sure we'll find them. Hey, here's another trailer. What's in here? Water is not for sale. Old arcade machines Old arcade machines sit out front of this rail car, and you can hear the faint electronic beeps and boops coming from within. This case displays various small electric machines, all cartridges on black velvet. You read the names Atari, Nintendo, Sony, Game Boy, and others. I have a bit of a cold today, I think. Let's examine. While the gun itself wouldn't be useful as a weapon, the lens on the scope doesn't have a nick on it. It might serve as a modification to one of your firearms. It seems doubtful that Quarks would be happy with you taking it. So there's an arcade here, that's awesome. Let's talk to Quarks. A weedy young... That guy does not look young at all, he looks ancient. A weedy young man with thick glasses and various old 8-bit game cartridges and controllers hung around his neck as totems. He has Pac-Man tattooed on his forehead. Just under his shaggy blonde hair, he supports a neatly trimmed, mustacheless goatee. Greetings, Rangers. Welcome to the Correx Arcade, where we have all the latest coin-op games. What do I owe this pleasure? We'd like to ask you some questions. Sure, go ahead. Ask me anything. I can tell you about my games if you want, especially of my prized possession in the case behind me. What is your prized possession? That's my super scope. You aim it at the TV screen and fire, just like a gun, except without all the actual killing and violence. When I found it, it was pretty badly messed up, but I nursed it back to health little by little. I even made a couple of improvements. I love that thing more than I love most people. Now I just have to track down some games I can use it with. We'd rather ask you about Rail Nomad. Oh, well, okay. I don't pay much attention to that Atchison's and Topekans stuff, though trains don't interest me. I mostly just play games. Me too. Do you need some help? Not much you can do unless you want to help fill up my game collection. I have all the old game systems except a CDI machine. Those are sure tough to find. They must not have sold more than 50 of them. But what is so great about a CDI? Oh, it had 1 megabyte of RAM. What does one do with all that memory? Alright, fair enough. How do you feel about Askerid? He probably doesn't have much to say. Although we might as well check just to see if he does. How do you feel about the Desert Rangers? You guys are the best, always helping people. What do you think of the Atchisons? They live in the other camp. I don't know much about them except I've been told not to like them. They stole our golden spike or something. What do you think of the Topekans? Heh, Topekans, get it? P? Don't tell Master Kikaba I made that joke, okay? What do you think of the train? Everybody wants the train to run again, but I don't know. I'd have to move my arcade. What do you know about the golden spike? That's the Topekans totem. It's in a display case in the town hall. I think it would make a great bayonet. Gold would not make a great bayonet. How do you feel about Kekaba? He's our end boss. Hangs out with the mini bosses at the town hall, I'm afraid. Of him? Or sorry, hangs out with his mini bosses at the town hall. I'm afraid of him, but he doesn't ever bother me. I don't think he's ever come in here. Did you know he's only got 1 arm? Cool. Thank you for that little enlightening tidbit. Now, where's the town hall, I wonder? Did we go in this building yet? I don't think so. Let's try this one out. There's nothing in here. Worthless building. Alright. Next building it is. I'm losing track of which buildings I've gone into. There's so many of them. Okay, we've definitely been in that one. I'm pretty sure we went in that one. Or did we? Let's quickly check it out. I think that was the one with all of the safes and stuff, right? No, there's a dead person in here. A sign taped to the door of this car reads, "Do not disturb, I'm working, damn it." This room is quite cluttered with books and papers indicating some kind of research. There appears to be a dead man in the corner. It looks like he committed suicide by slicing his wrists. Well, that's not good. To Edward's dream of electric sheep. Maybe? The book is titled The Codex. Well, I want it. Go get it. No. The note reads, "I must be close. There is so much written about Verkiten armor that it has to be real." Can you, like, do an autopsy? Is that a thing? Nope. He's just dead. Alright, fair enough. So someone went a little research mad and killed themselves. What is down this way? This looks like it leads out of town. More junkies. If there's so many addicts around, where's their supplier? Looks like they're enemies too. We'll deal with them later. I want to find the town hall first. Maybe it's up here. Let's go take a look. There they are. Card entrance is on this side. Have we? That's the arcade machine. What is that thing? Generator of some sort, it looks like. There appears to be some kind of alarm rigged to the power controls. It's only a medium, let's try it out. We saved, we're good if anything bad happens. We also see a series of dials and gauges that appear to control the generator. It would be a simple task to flip off the power to the meeting hall. Is this the meeting hall? Oh, but it's all locked up. Except for the front door. Let's go to the front door. Before we go turning off the power and potentially getting in a whole lot of trouble. I kind of want to see what's in there though, damn it. In those spare doors there. I guess we could have read the giant sign that says meeting hall and points that direction. I'm guessing that generator has some potential to be very important in the future.
John Henry said to his captain, "A man ain't nothing but a man. And before I let that steel drill beat me down, I'll die with the hammer in my hand. Lord, Lord, I'll die with the hammer in my hand."
Okay.
John Henry was a driving on the mountain, and his head was a flashing fire. And the laugh was I heard that old voice say, "Give me a cool drink of water."
Ah,
before I die,
Rangers,
Lord.
good to see you.
Cool drink of water before I die.
A flinty-eyed older man in a Native American war bonnet and a fringed jacket. The left sleeve of his jacket is empty and pinned up. The lack of a left arm has not diminished his presence, however. Indeed, it seems to have given him an extra helping of gravitas, which he wasn't exactly lacking to begin with.
Welcome. My people have told me how you saved the Parker boy from drowning. It is an honor to speak to such brave heroes. How can I help you?
We met a Topekan on the path here. He had been badly hurt by a bomb, but we got him stabilized and on his feet. Grr, it was the Atchisons, wasn't it? Their bombs have been killing and maiming us by the dozens. That we once considered them brothers is unthinkable. They claim we've stolen their precious golden spike, but it was never theirs to begin with. Our conflicts with them will not end until each and every Atchison hangs. I'll have one of my choppers assist the poor man. I got some experience. Why do they call themselves the rail thieves when there are no trains to rob? They don't rob trains, they steal rails and sell them for scrap. Now they hover above us like buzzards waiting for us and the Atchisons to kill each other so they can swoop in and scrap our train cars and our locomotive. Filthy scavengers. How is Ralphie? His mother wishes to thank you. If you haven't already gone to see her, please do. She wants us to take her useless son with us. What do you think of the Atchisons? They do not fight with honor. They sabotage and plant bombs like cowards and weaklings. It is only because I continue to hope for peace that I have not killed them all. Instead, I make examples of their worst offenders in hopes that the rest will learn. Tell me about the Golden Spike. The sacred Golden Spike was given to our forefathers before the apocalypse by the hammer god John Henry, and it is a symbol of our right to rule. All the rail tribes. It is our most sacred relic, and the Atchisons believe it is theirs alone. But they are liars. They shall never have it. Can you at least tell us your side of the story? I am very tired of telling it, but if I must... Once the Atchisons and the Topekans worked together in harmony, but then Casey James became angry with us because he believed the Golden Spike was Atchison property, and that we had stolen it from them and grown wealthy because of it. He told all his people to sabotage the rails, causing our first train to wreck. We have been at war ever since. Tell me about the choppers. They are my personal guard, men so loyal they severed their left arms when I lost mine in the great train wreck. That seems a terrible idea. That makes them significantly less useful in combat, but anyways. Would you allow the Rangers to negotiate a peace? I told you before, our private affairs are not your concerns. Besides, I doubt it's possible. Who is John Henry? The first of our tribe and the greatest, a fighter of robots and a driver of steel, who laid all the rails you have ever seen and died with his hammer in his hand. Lord, Lord. Who are the Topekans? We are a peaceful people, honest traders who once crossed the wastes like gods upon our iron horse, and we will again, as soon as we have taken back from the Atchisons what is rightfully ours. Who is Casey James? The leader of the Atchisons. Once we were friends, we worked side by side. He to maintain the rails, I to maintain the trains. Now he is my enemy and uses the weapons of a coward. A quick death is too good for him. Did you steal it? How could I steal it when it was ours to begin with? And besides, the Golden Spike is all our property, Topekans and Atchisons alike. We don't keep it in here because of our town hall, because we want to keep it out of Atchison hands. We keep it here because the hall is secure, unlike their impoverished little camp. Are you sure the Atchisons caused the train to wreck? Of course I am. I was driving that train personally, and it was not I who wrecked it, and the Atchisons did not stop there. Now they have stolen essential parts from our second train, and we can no longer travel or trade. They have stolen our livelihood. Until the brake shoe is returned, we are at war. Tell us more about the war. Once we worked hand in hand with the Atchisons. We tended the trains, they tended the rails. It grieves me that we fight, and we have tried to make peace since then, but they continue their aggressions, stealing essential parts, planting bombs, and so the feud continues. They cut off their arms? Yes, to honor me and the arm I lost in the wreck. Do not think it makes them less dangerous. They can still kick your asses. I don't know about that. We're pretty good now. Tell me more about the wreck. The Atchisons' greatest sabotage. They smashed the ties and our train derailed. I was driving that train and lost my arm in the wreck. Now I can never drive again. I will never forgive the Atchisons for that. How secure is it? The display case is locked and my choppers are on guard at all times and will attack anyone who attempts to take it. Would you like us to try and get the brake shoe back? No, we will get it back on our own. We do not require outside assistance. Okay, fair enough. Do the Atchisons still tend the rails? They do not. Another reason I still try to make peace with them. We haven't the skill to fix the rails, and it will take time to learn. We keep hoping the Atchisons will stop their atrocities and return to the bargaining table, so that we can work together again. But it doesn't seem to matter how many of them I hang. They still won't see sense. Why can't you drive the train? It's impossible. Even the strongest man needs two arms to drive a train. Thank you, Master Kekaba. We're always ready, or we're always here to help. Help with what? If you wish to help us with outside threats, then you are welcome, but we can handle our own internal affairs on our own. Thank you. Stay out of it. What threats are these? Our greatest threat at the moment is the rail thieves, who set up a hideout somewhere near the Atchison camp, and who are ambushing anyone who dares travel the road between us. How are we supposed to conduct a war with our bitterest enemies when these bandits attack our war parties? It is a great inconvenience. Would you like us to rid you of this inconvenience? Now that is the true spirit of the Desert Rangers, protecting the waste from lawless scum, not telling law-abiding citizens how to solve their problems. Thank you, Rangers. I would welcome your help in this matter.
Keep out of our business, Rangers.
Interesting. It seems that they have a little bit of a shoe up their ass about this whole train derailment. We're going to get to the bottom of this, but not in this video because we are at half an hour and we are going to call it a day. If you guys have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.